Well, guys, beginning of day 3. This is not going as quick as I thought it was going to. We calculated it out. I think the total tonnage of dirt that we're moving here is like 1,800. So it's a lot of dirt. And thankfully, the rental equipment place has been easy to work with, you know, as far as being able to keep a hold of it until I get this done. But today is day 3. We have softball tournament starting tonight at about 3:30, and it's already 9. I slept in a little bit this morning. My back's kind of hurting from being beat up in that thing for the last couple days. Thankfully, I've had some help come out and help me. I got two of my best friends are named Mike, which is ironic, but they both can run equipment much better than me. So they've come out and helped out a little bit here and there. I had actually let the girls run. Each one of them probably ran it for a good 30-45 minutes yesterday, which was nice. It's something that they're going to remember as part of, you know, building this house. So always making memories is where we can, and that's kind of the whole point of this, right? I'll probably come back in here with a skid steer and get it level, you know, a little more easy to work with than that great big piece of equipment and looking down in the hole. So whole point of this job today is try to get the rest of this hogged out. So I'm going to get at it. I'll get you guys set up on time lapse and you can watch the progress. What, Edie? I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm supposed to be working. You're not helping. No, you're not helping. I'm supposed to be working. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. I figured since I was putting fuel in, I should probably go ahead and grease everything up, because there were some squeaks and squeals that had started to form over the last day. So better to be safe than sorry. I don't want to mess up any equipment that I may have to pay for down the line. So we went ahead and greased everything up as much as I could and put the fuel in I had. Now I know in this little clip right here, it doesn't seem like I'm really getting that much done, but goes back to that I was digging it, throwing over into that one spot to try to get it all off that one side. And where I'm kind of digging off to the right hand side right there, that's where it comes back and it bites me a little bit later. Because every time I pull all the soil out of that little corner right there, I would keep going just a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper, so I ended up with a really low spot right there in that corner. And pouring footings on a spot like that is not good. Now right here, I realized that my pile was getting too close to the edge, and I wanted to get up there and start pulling it away from the edge. I got about halfway up there and kind of chickened out. So when my buddy Mike showed up right there, he's the one that finally crawled up on top and did all this work up top, clearing it away from the edge. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to dig little stem walls that are going to be on the outside of the basement walls. They're going to 45 up from the bottom. That way there's more structural support on these 60-foot long walls, and they're right in the middle, and that'll keep them hopefully from being able to collapse in. Now right here, we realized that how bad I was at getting even close to being flat. So we decided to kind of scrape and start fresh, because we knew that trying to do it all with just a skid steer was going to take way too long. There was way too much material to move. So that's what we worked on right there. Now he's going to go ahead and build a good ramp so we can get in and out. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking and I'm marking with paint everywhere where he's good, so he doesn't have to keep pulling and, you know, trying to scrape away at stuff that is already at grade. So I just keep walking along and marking it all. So this was Father's Day, and I am super appreciative that he took the day out of, you know, his special day with his family to come out and help me finish this off so that I could get rid of that equipment and stop costing me so much money. And to tell you the truth, I mean, all my friends stepping up and helping me with this was definitely a big help, and I appreciate that very much, and I hope they know that. I'm sure they're watching, so thank you guys very much. So I should have showed you this before I got started, but I was too busy and didn't think about it. But this is the hydrant that's been leaking. So while I had the excavator, I went ahead and dug a hole, popped it down in here. And as you can tell, I've already been in here working. Ooh, almost fell. So I've got this dug out, but so that's the hydrant coming down, right? See, hydrant coming down. Hi. What are you doing? You want to talk to somebody? No? Okay. Anyway, that comes down. Okay, that goes into the bucket. Just a normal 5-gallon Home Depot bucket. And if you watch my old videos, you'll see how we did this. But there's the hole in the top, there's a hole in the side where the water line comes into from the well. And this bucket's full of rock, and there's a bunch of rock around here, which has made it fun to dig. But I got to get around the edge over there to get to the line coming in, so I can turn this thing on and try to figure out where it is leaking. Which means I'm gonna probably be either laying here or laying here with my head stuck around the back side of it there. But I mean, a smarter person would have probably dug on that side, but I was digging it at like 10:30, 11 at night, and it was dark. I was by myself, and I did not want to hit my water line. So I decided to dig this side, just take the extra time to dig all this out, which has not been fun, because I'll set you guys up here and let you watch me for a little while I try to get this exposed the rest of the way. But I'm going to tell you right now that this stuff is so soggy, and as you guys all know, I told you 1,000 times, this is clay. This is all clay. So I can just ball it up, and I'm just pulling it out, balling it up, throwing a huge ball out. That's just kind of my process here until I can hopefully get all this thing exposed. Once I get it exposed, I'll bring it back down here with me, and we'll see if we can figure out where this thing is leaking. I'm hoping it won't be much more than maybe 20 or 30 more minutes, but who knows. So, by the way, I'm using a shovel and a pickaxe and a crowbar. And actually this one, to get back in there, has been the best one. So, but all right guys, I'm gonna kind of prop you up here somewhere so you can watch, and I'm gonna get back to this. So I just wanted to jump in here and show you what I was doing. Yeah, see, just making big balls like this and tossing them out, and hopefully nothing comes back down and hits the camera. This stuff just sticks to everything. The other solution or problem is sketchy as this here, all this above, but to tell you the truth, I'm not too worried about it, because this stuff is so hard that, I mean, if that fell in on me, I bet that's 4 feet probably. So hopefully, fingers crossed, something like that happens. Mud says this thing's sealed. And this stuff is just straight clay. It doesn't let go of anything. I'm gonna try and pop this lid off, because I'm trying to get to the hose clamps that connect the hydrant to the line. Now here's gonna be the other fun part. I gotta get all these rocks out here so I can get down to that. But I don't wanna lose any as much as I can, and also don't put them back in. Well, Mom made it home and we got to show her everything, but I think everything came out pretty well. Yeah, we still have some more work to do, some finishing work, but I think it'll be just fine. But thank you guys for sticking around during this. It's been kind of slow and boring. I know that. Hopefully it'll get better now.